That brings you to a good point. Do you feel, because a lot of people that want to get into Amazon or do Amazon FBA and they see, videos like, for instance, I used to do videos going in Walmart, right? And I was uploading once a day, every day, 5 days a week, 2 lives, like live in the flesh, right? So when you have somebody like that and you have multiple people like that constantly show products, do you feel that the Amazon marketplace gets saturated and it might steer somebody away, or do you think there's plenty of room to enter the market as long as you are like doing your research?
I mean, yes, there's definitely places to enter the market. I think it's a mixture of, like, say, like you go out to Target today and you find 100 of this one clearance item and it's profitable today. Everything looks good on Keepa, blah, 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 blah. I think it's a mixture of, there's just so many sellers. Because like if you're finding that for, $100 clearance item for, I don't know, $50 or whatever it is, then so is everybody else. Obviously every store's a little bit different, but just because I fell in this habit too, because that's how I used to make my money. It was just, I could go to Target and scan it. I could find common items at retail, common items at clearance, send them in and make money. Now, like I fell in the habit of doing that, where I kept sending in, doing that model, but then everybody else was doing that model. So it's like, oh man, this is a $20 profit clearance item today. You go home, you ship it in right away. You ship it out the same day, UPS. It gets live at Amazon in 3 days. There's 75 new sellers on it, and we're losing $8 now. So I think it's just a mixture of just so many people in the marketplace, and it's a mixture of like, people that show videos and stuff. It's not like it's like what I learned to do is, like, if I know something's on clearance, or if it's like someone's doing a video of it, like I try to buy it and like I'll hold on to it and let all you guys sell it first, and then I'll go sell it, because I fall in that habit of like, everyone's out buying it, I'm buying it, I'm sending it in, and then it just all fights to the bottom. And it's like, and there's people that don't have their fees set up right, so that's like, they think they're making money, but they're actually losing money. So they think, oh, I can go lower than everybody, but I'm still making $4, but they have the wrong fee set up, so they're actually losing $4. And then it's just a mixture of all that, and I think some inexperience and so many sellers, and the clearance being so readily available that, like, if you can find it anywhere, everyone's going to find it. It's going to probably tank. So if you can't afford to buy it and hold on to it for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, like, it's probably a mistake. So I kind of like totally almost stopped buying clearance, unless I know it's either like a one-off situation where this Target probably just clearanced it off and no one else did, or if I can just hold on to it until everybody else sells out, because otherwise you're going to be busting your hump to break even, make a small percentage, or even lose a small percentage. Because I did that for years, where I was so stubborn to get out of that habit of doing that, because that's how I made money on Amazon for 5 years, of just going to Target and getting a random clearance that, and just so, and I kept doing it. Like, I think my last time I did it was like a lot of times when Walmart will do their clearance Legos, I would buy them up and send them all in, and by the time they would get in, it's like, I just freaking spent 10 grand on Legos. And I did all this work, and it's like, you made like $1,000 or $800, and it's like, after the returns and all the hard work and the sweat and everything you put in, it's like, dude, I broke my back to break even, or small, So I was like, all right, I got to start changing up my business model. Like, but there is definitely room for a ton of people on Amazon. It's just, you have to figure out a way to make money that, like, thing is like, if a lot of people are talking about it on Instagram and stuff, then there's a chance that it's probably not as profitable as it seems. Like, it could be, but like, the way I make money on Amazon, if I blabbed it out to the world the way I made money on Amazon, it wouldn't be profitable anymore. And so, like, I share with some friends, close friends and stuff, and I give them ideas of how I'm making money on Amazon. But I tried to figure out a way to make money on Amazon that is not everybody doing it, because I know it wouldn't be a sustainable business model, if there was, thousands of people doing it that way. So you just got to figure out which way works for you, because there is so much room. Like, there's room for a ton of people.
So much room. I think part of the reason why I was showing it, because people ask me all the time, they would ask me and say, hey, why did you show all your products or most of your products, or why did you do lives and show people in real time what you were getting and all this other stuff? Because every time you get something, the price tanks or whatnot. And I think I found myself falling in love more with creating the content as opposed to selling on Amazon. Not a lot of people go that way, because somebody who is successful on Amazon would say, hey, you know what? This is working. I'm going to stay with this. We're just going to scale this up. And, right now at the time, when I first started YouTube really wasn't making much. And I said, but I really enjoyed creating content. So I think that's kind of like reason why I even transitioned to doing podcasting, because I love creating content. I love talking to people. I love being in a room where there are smarter people than me. If I'm in a room and I'm the smartest person in the room, then I'm in the wrong fucking room. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know, I want to be in a room where everybody is smarter than me. So I feel like people like you and others that will have are going to help educate, at least give people an idea as to, hey, you know what, you don't need to go out there and get this crazy job, or if you're worrying about, you know, where this is going to come from or that's going to come from, you know, there are ways in right now with 2024 to make money online, and Amazon's one of them, despite what people say.